Hello and welcome to Art with Miss Clary. Today we are going to learn about our element of art, shape. And we are going to create a lion drawing using the elements of art, line and shape. Remember that the elements of art are kind of like the learning your ABCs. They are the building blocks and the ingredients when creating art. There are two types of shapes, geometric and organic. Today we are going to focus on the basic geometric shapes for this lesson. Square, rectangle, circle, oval, triangle, diamond, heart, crescent, and a semicircle. Join me to practice your drawing your shapes and how to use your shapes and lines to create a lion. For this lesson, you're going to need one piece of copy paper or notebook paper to learn how to draw your shapes. You're going to need one piece of drawing paper to draw your lion. You're going to need a pencil, an eraser. You can use for coloring today your crayons or markers, or if you have paint, I welcome that as well. So let's get started. So I'm going to start with my pencil, and I'm going to leave my eraser on the side, and my plain white piece of paper, the copy paper or notebook paper. So first of all, let's go ahead and look at the different types of shapes before we start. So this is the element of art, shape. That is what we're going to be talking about today, the element of art, shape. The different shapes we're going to be looking at today are is a square, a rectangle, a circle, a triangle, an oval, a crescent, a semicircle, the diamond, and the heart. So let's go ahead and get our plain piece of paper and go ahead and get started. Draw with me. The first shape I'm going to teach is the square. And notice the square has all four sides are exactly the same. And you're using a straight line to create this square. So try to make it it's the same on each side. So I now have a square. So draw with me. The next type of shape I'm going to draw is called a rectangle. Now, a rectangle is different than the square because all four sides are not the same. Two sides are going to be longer than the other two. So your rectangle can be tall or it can be long. So pick which one you want to draw. I'm going to draw the long rectangle, two long parallel straight lines, and then connect them. The next type of shape I'm going to draw is going to be a circle. And a circle is round, okay? And you can use, it's got curved lines. So let's draw a circle. The next type of shape we're going to talk about is a triangle. And a triangle has 1, 2, 3 sides. So it's like making a steep mountain or an upside down letter V, straight line, triangle. The next type of shape is called an oval. An oval is like a circle that's been squeezed. It's been kind of flattened a little bit. So an oval. So draw a oval on your paper. See, the circle is more rounded, the oval is squeezed. The next type of shape we're going to draw is going to be a semicircle. A semicircle is 1/2 of a circle. So to create this, you're going to draw a straight line down, and then you're going to connect it with a curved line. This is called a semicircle. The next shape we're going to draw today is a diamond. So a diamond is like two triangles. I put the little pencil here. You can see it's two triangles actually. So I'm going to draw one triangle facing down and one triangle facing up. So if I draw a large letter V and then draw the triangle facing up. So this is a diamond. The next type of shape I'm going to draw today is called a crescent. A crescent shape looks like the moon, and it's actually using two curved lines that connect on either side, and it's wider here in the center. So draw with me. Draw the letter C really big. Go to the top point. Curve line to the other point. This is a crescent shape. Next, let's draw the heart. Draw the letter V. And then I'm going to show you can turn your paper to the side and make the number 3. Now, a heart is very difficult, so that's something we'll continue practicing when we get to Valentine's Day. Great job on drawing all your different geometric shapes. So now let's go ahead and move into the lion drawing using your shapes and lines. So today we're going to actually draw a lion's head. So follow me on how to draw the lion using the two elements of art, line and shape. So go ahead and get your plain white piece of drawing paper, or it can be a piece of notebook paper. In the center of your paper, you want to make a very large rectangle for the head. So draw a really large rectangle. Make sure it's connected on all four sides. Remember, a rectangle only has two sides the same. Two sides are longer than the others. All right, now let's add some ears. So we're going to use the circle on each corner, the two top corners. Draw a circle. Now we're going to make the mouth. So you're going to draw a triangle up from the bottom. And then we're going to add in the nose right above the triangle mouth. So it's going to be an upside down triangle for the nose. And I'm going to go ahead and draw a straight line to connect it. Next, we want to draw two ovals for the eyes. A lion has two eyes, two ovals. And now we're going to connect the eyes to the nose with a straight line down. The same on the opposite side. Let's add the iris of the eye, now the circle in the center of the eye on both. We're also going to add the pupil inside each eye. We're going to add the nostrils, little ovals or circles. Now the lion is going to have teeth. The two front teeth and two bottom teeth are going to be very visible. And so we're going to use two large triangles on top. Large triangle, a triangle at the bottom. The lion also has whiskers. So those are long straight lines that come right here above the nose. So draw 1, 2, 3 on one side, and draw 1, 2, 3 on the other side. So now what I'm going to do is, if you have a black marker, I'm going to go ahead and outline everything. An outline means trace over your pencil lines. If you don't have a black marker, it's okay. You can trace over your pencil lines with a black crayon, or you don't have to trace over them at all. You just kind of wait, and then you can color in with me. So I'm taking my time. And it's okay if I don't exactly stay on the pencil line. If I go off a little bit. Remember, the markers, you have to hear the lid snap for it to be on. The next part, when you're done tracing, if you choose to trace over your pencil lines, is that a good rule of thumb is after it dries, let the marker dry for just a few seconds, and if you have some areas that you kind of didn't trace over exactly, you can take your eraser and now clean it up. And to use these big erasers, you use the flat side to use the larger erasers, or you can use your pencil eraser if you have one. Kind of erasing over all of my artwork. And then I'm going to take my brush and brush it off. Or you can give it a puff and blow the little eraser stuff off. Okay, so now let's bring our lion to life with some colors. I am going to be using, for crayons, I'm going to be using yellow, an orange, a red orange, a pink, and a brown. Now, I'm going to use the crayons for the face. If I used the markers and color it all in, it probably would use all my yellow marker. But if you prefer to use your markers, you can. Or if you're painting, you can go ahead and paint those parts. Okay, so let's go ahead now. I'm going to use the yellow and color in the lion's face. Now, if you want your lion's face to be orange, now remember, do not color in this bottom triangle for the mouth. Just the top of the head. And I'm coloring lightly so my hand doesn't hurt, trying to color in one direction. Taking my time. Going around the eyes, coloring the nose. Now I'm going back and looking to see if I have any white spots in my coloring. Making sure I go around the eye really well. Trying to get all those white spots. So the lion's face will be nice and bright. Okay, It's looking pretty good. Now I'm going to go ahead and use the pink for the lion's nose. And I'm going to go ahead and use the orange to color in the center of the lion's eye, this part, the iris, the colored part. And now I'm going to look for my black crayon, and I am going to color in the lions inside the lion's mouth. But I'm going to go around those white teeth. So I'm going to color really slow. Making sure I get all of my white spots and go around all of the teeth that are showing. And now I'm also going to color in the very center part of the nostril and the sides of the eyes if you prefer. You can leave those white if you like. I'm going to color mine in black. But if you'd like to leave those white, you're more than welcome to. And then one last thing, we've got to color the lion's ears. I'm going to color my lion's ears the yellow. Okay, so now I have colored in the face of my lion. Now I'm going to show you how to add the lion's mane, and you're going to be looking for these crayons. We're going to need the brown crayon. You're going to need a red-orange crayon. You're going to need your orange and a yellow crayon. But if you want to be creative and make your lion's mane have different colors, we're going to alternate color in this lion's mane. And also the lion's mane has straight lines or a little bit of a curved line for the lion's hair. So here we go. I'm going to start with an orange, but you may start with any color you like. I'm going to start from the top. So I'm going to start drawing really long curved lines or straight lines coming from the lion's head, and I'm going to turn my paper so that way when I turn it I can keep drawing those lines from that side. It's really important that I turn my paper. I'm not going to go all the way to the bottom in case I want to sign my name. So I'm turning my paper. Okay, so that's the first color in the lion's mane. So the next one I'm going to add in is I'm going to add in the brown. So in between every single one of those orange lines, I'm going to add a brown. And that's going to be creating what's called pattern in art. It's orange, brown, orange, brown. And notice I'm drawing in the same direction as the orange line. And that is repeating brown, orange, brown, orange. Keep taking my time. I'm just drawing lots of lines for the mane. So it takes a little bit of time to get all the way around the lion with the brown. Now I'm going to go back and add 2 more colors. I'm going to go now and add some yellow. Now with the yellow, you don't have to be going in between every single one and be totally perfect. So it's really hard to keep a pattern. I'm just going to add some yellow lines that go with the flow of the same lines, the same direction. We don't want to change directions. It's okay if they overlap some of the other lines you already have. But notice I'm drawing in the same direction. All the way around. Just keep turning my paper with my opposite hand. Notice I'm not coloring back and forth. I'm just drawing lines. Okay, so now I've gotten all the way around with the yellow. We're going to add 1 more color just so our lion's mane pops out. So here we go. I have the red-orange now. So I'm just going to add some red-orange lines in, going with the flow of the other lines. Remember, there's no way to put them, you can try to put them in between the other ones, but it could be kind of difficult. Turn your paper as you go. Taking your time all the way around. Check it out. I just finished my lion. So I do have a little bit of space at the bottom. So you can take your pencil or marker, but usually if I'm going to do marker, I'm going to write my name first with pencil just to make sure Miss Clary spells it right or writes it in my best handwriting. And then I can take my marker and trace over it. But we always write in pencil first before we start out with marker. So congratulations, you just finished your lion using your lines and shapes, your first 2 elements of art that we've been talking about. Great job on creating your lion. This art lessons goes great with the book Lion Lessons by John Agee. In this funny and witty book, a boy wants to earn a lion diploma, so he enrolls in a course. However, it is being taught by an actual lion. There are 7 steps to becoming a proper lion. Looking fierce, roaring, prowling around, pouncing. After the lesson taught by the lion, the boy discovers the most important step of all is looking out for your friends. And that is the best way to earn your lion diploma.